This is the JMBricklayer Mechanical Spaceman set. There's 900 pieces. The idea here is that sort of a cutaway that removes the top layer of the Spaceman. And it's a reissue of a previous kit, but in this time, all the components internally are made of chrome gold instead of the multicolor that you had before. Stay tuned to the end of this review to see how you can get your own custom brick printed to customize any of these sets. It's very cool. So here is the astronaut. This is a weird review because you can see me in the mirror doing the whole thing. Kind of strange, but we'll go with it. This was a phenomenal build, and honestly, when I first started working with JMBricklayer, this was the kit that I was most excited about. But it was actually the original one with the colors that I was pretty jazzed about. But this one is, I'm glad this is the version that we're going with now, because it is just astounding. There's a lot going on here. I will say that the dome does not open, so I was sort of hoping that you would get an inside. The dome doesn't open. But you do have a lot of articulation here, surprisingly. And you have this really nice display stand. So we're going to go through this a little bit and explain some of the features and tell you why you should buy it, because it's super cool. All right, let's take a look at the articulation. The astronaut is pretty easily taken off the stand and will stand on his own, which is nice. You get some ball joint there. You have a little actually shoulder movement in this upper piece. Okay, ball joint, and then you have a elbow joint. And then let's move down a little bit, and the hand can rotate. And there are these little fingers here that can bend. They're single jointed. I thought I was kind of expecting multiple joints, but single joints. And notice for the index finger, it goes out instead of up and down like the other three, but for posing, that's fine. There is a tremendous amount of detail in this build, which I really appreciate. There's no waist joint, but there are these cool hoses that connect all over the place. And you have a, kind of a ball joint here, which can do a lot and rotate. Limited motion here, but there is that. And, ball joint for the feet. So it is pretty articulated, so you can get a variety of poses. There are a couple of small issues with the kit, and they're minor. One issue is this hand kind of comes off a little easy, but for a display model, it's not a problem. But if you're mucking with over time, you might reinforce this somehow. Another issue that I had, it's kind of weird, but it's just so odd. This gold plate here on the knee pad, if you put it on exactly straight, it'll pop off. But if you just skew it to the side just a hair, stays on just fine. Don't know why. That's just what it is. But I mean, overall, the build is pretty interesting for sure. And I did go down a rabbit hole to find out what JASC meant, and I'll tell you that in a minute. But I'll say overall that this kit is gorgeous, and the gold is great. And there are parts of this where I was like, what am I even doing here with all these little widgets and things? But oh my, the parts usage is really cool. You can see like a little wrench in there and some binoculars and magnifying glass, and these are handlebars. So they did a cool thing adding all these kind of neat little greeble bits to make some interesting detail into the kit. So I mean, overall, it's a great kit. I'm super happy with it. It's one of my favorites that I've built so far. Oopsie, there's the hand that came off. So again, if you're posing it a bit, you may want to reinforce that somehow. But overall, I really like this kit. Now we'll talk about what I found out. So you may see this JASC marking Mark II. You'll see it on the back as well. You see this JASC. But what does JASC mean? Obviously the CN is China, which is fine because this is a company out of China that has made this. So I went, I wanted to know, like, is this based on a real suit? So of course I went down a rabbit hole. And come to find out, JASC is a fake thing, of course. But it's the JA, some people theorize, is this company called JAKI, Jackie. So I did a search, and sure enough, like, Jackie, what is it called? It's called the Jackie Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation. So this was originally by a company called Jackie, and then other Chinese manufacturers have offered it as well. I didn't go too deep, so I don't know if the gold version is exclusive to JMBricklayer, but you can even see down here on the plate here, actually says right there, Jackie Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation. So is it one kit that other companies are just sort of branding as their own? Is it something that JMBricklayer is just selling on their own? I don't know. I don't really care, right? It's just an interesting, really nicely done kit. So I'm very happy with it. If you like it, there's going to be a link in the description for you to buy it. This comes from JMBricklayer as a sample, and again, I really enjoyed putting this together, and I hope you did too. I hope you will too. So a thing that I rolled out while I was doing this review is custom brick printing. So what that means is you can upload your own graphics, and they will print and send you a new brick. So I had them do this brick for CollectionDX, which will replace this JASC one. So I think I can just pry this off. Yep. And now, he's a DX astronaut. I mean, how cool is that? So go to the JMBricklayer website and click custom, and you can upload your graphics and have your own thing printed on a tile in super high quality. And it's only like $7. It's super cheap, and it's a great way to customize a kit if you want to, create something that has like a loved one's name on it. If you, I don't know, say you have an astronaut in your family, you could have their name on here. And they're all different kinds of bricks, so it's really cool and really worth checking out. This is Josh from CollectionDX telling you go buy this because it's super cool and looks great on your shelf. I'll talk to you next time.